It's basically the story of Jason, whose uncle has deposed Jason's father for the throne. That's happened before the story begins. And Jason goes to visit his uncle, and the uncle suspects, King Peleus, his name is, that Jason's there to take over, begin a rebellion, or reclaim the throne. And so he pretends that he's going to give him the throne, but then he says, oh, but wait a minute. In order to prove yourself to the people, to legitimize yourself as a great, someone worthy of being king, go off on this venture for me and get back the golden fleece. And the golden fleece is this remnant of an animal, a divine animal that in other circumstances had flown from where Jason lives way over to Colchis, which is out in the Black Sea. So he has to go and get this thing, though it's now owned by this terrible, mean king. In truth, King Peleus doesn't really care about the golden fleece. It's a way of getting rid of Jason. He's convinced he'll be killed along the way. So in what's really an archetypal instance, or it's very common in myths that although we think of heroes as just, big questers and adventurers, they're pretty much always reluctant about it. Jason doesn't really want to go at all, but he has to. He can't kind of say no to the king. So they go. They have all these adventures on the way, all these episodic adventures that are great. And then the sort of second part of the Argonautika is they arrive, and the gods, who very much want to help Jason, they're sort of on his side, or some of them are, try and scheme some way to help him get this golden fleece. And the way they come up with is to have Aphrodite get her son Eros to shoot an arrow into the mean king's daughter, Medea, so that she'll be full of love for Jason and will do anything for him. And the second half of the poem is this story of this young maiden girl, Medea, who's a bit of a witch. Her aunt is Circe, and she loves to study potions and spells and things. And then she gets shot by this arrow of love, and it throws her into terrible, terrible torment. What's surprising about the myth and the story when you actually read it, when you actually read the Argonautika, is that Medea, who's iconic to us and is just a byword for, terrible, revenging, child-killing witch sorceress, this is sort of Medea, or how she got that way. Like it's the prequel to the Medea of the plays that we know, or the operas we know, and so forth. So she does end up helping him, and the actual Argonautika ends with simply their return to Greece. But everyone who hears the story absolutely knows then what happened after that, and we sort of tell a little bit of what happened after that, sort of summarize it in a way.